Hello! Today's video is about the cello. This video will be broken up into 6 parts, each of them featuring a kind of weird or special or really extreme sound world that the cello can produce and tap into. Now, there are many videos out there where you can learn more about composing for the cello with extended techniques and things in that type of realm. This video is very much in the realm of extended technique. However, the exploration of these sounds have been for a couple curiosities. What kinds of sounds can we produce on the cello? Particularly sounds that are super high, which makes many of them very impractical in compositional, musical, and in an enjoyable sense. So really, I would not recommend this video as a tutorial of any kind for how to compose for the cello, compose weird sounds for the cello. It's really just a video exploring some possibilities. So before each portion, which have been filmed with a great colleague, Carolina Rodriguez, this you'll see this space here with me doing a brief introduction to what you'll see Carolina play and produce. So I hope you enjoy, are fascinated by some of these things just like me, and we'll see you later. This first part is about natural harmonics. This is not an unfamiliar technique to composers or performers, or even listeners. Generally, a harmonic is this much higher, delicate, and light sound, and it's produced often by very lightly touching a string and then bowing. You could make an artificial harmonic by stopping the string to make a smaller string and a higher fundamental note, and then lightly touching beyond that, but we won't worry about artificial harmonics today. So in this video, you'll see Carolina lightly stopping the string, the A string in particular, at many different points. It's not usually practical to produce more than 6, 7, maybe 8 partials of a harmonic series. However, because this is an exploration, an experiment, we're just seeing what happens, and we have the magic of video editing, which means this is not practical in performance. We have isolated out as many different natural harmonics as possible. So if I were to write a piece and ask for the 19th partial, that will not happen. But for curiosity's sake, in the most isolated of incidences, how high can we go? Check it out. So this second part is about sub-Ponticello. You might be more familiar with the term behind the bridge, or in the case of cello, below the bridge, sub-Ponticello. This is where you bow on the after length of the string beyond the bridge. With this technique, you'll get very high, maybe unexpected pitches, and I wanted to know, well, what are they? If I wanted to try to compose in this area, what kind of sounds would I really have access to? In experimenting with this concept a little bit earlier this year, I noticed that you can get like harmonics as well as like real tones. So trying to get some real specificity in this area, that's a bit unwieldy. You can explore, you can get really interesting colors. Check out what we found.
We start with that one. Yeah.
The same pitch, right? Oh, okay.
No! Let's go! I don't even know what that is.
In speaking with other cellists in the past, I've been able to understand that you can play over 6 octaves on a cello. Previously, you have that low C, C2 of the C string, but on the A string you could go up until E8, which is a major third above the end of a standard piano. But with Carolina, we experimented here and were able to find that we can go a little bit more. We can go a little bit higher. So it's not advised to write this high in general. And even if you were to, depending on the instrument and the player, you may not be able to play this high into the stratosphere. But since this is not for performance, you should hear how high the A string can really play. It's pretty remarkable. Check it out.
Damn. But I don't wanna. Nope. I think this is the farthest that I can go.
This next part is about subharmonics. There's only a few here. It's a really difficult technique. It requires really slow bow speed, a lot of pressure. Only a small number of performers and composers have really delved into this area. So if you want to learn some more and try it out yourself, I recommend looking up some other resources. But Carolina produces a few. For example, she'll bow the D string, but get a B flat below. She'll get B flat 2, which you could play on both the C string and the G string, but the D string starts above that. So it's a cool color, but really hard to produce. So here's a few. Where did you play that last one?
This one?
Oh, it's
It's
on the
D
D
string.
string. I see.
So I'm playing an A. It sounded like a B flat.
Uh-huh. Can you do that one again?
This one?
Well, on the D string, yeah.
Let's go. Do you want to try in the other strings?
Yeah.
This one here, right? There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a lot of pressure and very, very slow.
Yeah.
Okay.
There are a couple other cool ways to get sounds out of the cello. For example, you can pluck the strings inside of the Pegbox, and you're only gonna get 3 or 4 different pitches, and that's about it. But it's another cool sound. Here's a few to check out.
Yep.
Yep. The final portion of this video is also about natural harmonics. However, it requires 3 hands to do. So this was really just an experimental idea. Is there a way we could get extra silly high notes out of the cello? And thinking about natural harmonics and being able to produce so many, although in isolated and impractical sequence, you can get very, very high pitches. Well, what if you were doing natural harmonics on a shorter string? That is, to a degree, what artificial harmonics are. However, in this portion with Carlina, I'm actually going to stop the string, and then she will bow and lightly touch for natural harmonics above the new, higher fundamental of the string. I call it natural harmonics with a capo, like a guitar capo. I'm stopping the string to raise the pitch of that string. And then we'll do some natural harmonics. With this, getting a perfect new fundamental was not, we couldn't do that. I was an imperfect guitar capo, if you will. So there were higher partials we were able to get, but they might not have necessarily been in tune with what was planned, because the fundamental was actually slightly different from what I was supposed to stop the string at. You know, so the fundamental to get was slightly off. And ultimately we were able to get some kind of silly high notes in this way. Not practical for performance at all, but you know, just some fun, an interesting curiosity to follow up on. I hope you will get a kick, get a laugh out of this last part, and stay curious, stay interested, and explore the sounds that we've got. There's still more to mess around with.